I mean, I don't know. They can hear you if you're talking.
We might as well talk about it together.
You hearing it? They hear you if you're talking.
Okay.
I'm live.
You live. And the topic is,
Shit, I don't even remember.
do you have kids? When a woman asks you, do you have kids?
Oh boy.
And when a man asks you, do you have kids?
Mm-hmm.
How are we feeling? Now, we didn't talk about that yet. How do I feel when a guy asks me?
Well, I'm about to talk about it all.
Kids?
I'm about to talk about all of that.
Okay.
I'm getting to all of that. I hope y'all heard me. Welcome to Magic Up TV. Y'all know what it is. You know who I am. Go ahead, hit the love button, hit the share button. You know what you're supposed to do when you get here. Make no mistake about it. It is an exchange. We going live. This is what we doing. Ew. Come on. Come on. Come on in here. We're going to wait. We're going to wait for a few of y'all to get on here, because this will be something you want to hear about. I promise you. What up, Queen? Sheila, I see you in the building. More life. Salute. Queen's in the building. I love it. I love it. For y'all who don't know, I was the first male born in 20 years on both sides of my family. I love women. I love sisters, man. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing, amazing, amazing beings. Amazing beings. So, right now, what we're talking about, because I'm going to tell you something. As a heterosexual, the fact that I even got to say that shit. As a heterosexual male, who is interested in the female species, let me tell you something that happens. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show you, because I'm talking to the queen real quick, and we was talking about why this shit goes down. Why, when a single woman meets a single man, or why, when you all are meeting each other out in public, you feel like you have to ask the question, how many children do you have?
Or even, do you have kids?
Or do you have kids?
Do you have kids?
Do you have kids? Do you have kids? I'm 42 motherfucking years old. I'm 42, ma. They see you. They see you. Listen, I'm 42. If I don't have no children, what have I been doing with my life? Isn't that the primate responsibility of an intellectual and purposeful man? To be co-creating? Leaving seed behind so that the earth is a better place than when you got here. Look how you looking at me. Look how you looking at me.
I'm listening. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So we were discussing when a woman asks a man, it's kind of more so two things. One, if you don't have any and they don't want any, like, you know, if you don't want any more kids, then you feel like, okay, let me dead that situation because they're going to want kids with me. Then the other thing, some women just want to know where you stand with having these kids. Like, is your baby mama crazy? Or are you taking care of them? Because I might want to have a baby by you, and I want to know, are you taking care of those kids? But it's kind of rhetorical. It's not like assuming that you don't have any. They literally want to dig deeper. It's kind of a gateway.
This is what she says. Let me tell you how it comes across. You understand? Because when you talk to a man like myself, I'm over 40. For y'all who don't know, I'm over 40. I'm over 40 years old. I know that might be harder because the swag and the trip is so fucking amazing. I'm over 40. So if you meet a man who's over 40, if you meet a man who's 40, if you meet a man who's 35, this motherfucker got 35 years on the planet and no one has co-created with this man. Y'all looking at it from a different perspective. I'm looking at it from a different perspective. We're not responsible for a relationship. We're responsible for self. Relationship is a twofold thing. Unless you're polygynous, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-fold. But if you're a monogamous individual, then a relationship is a twofold thing. And you cannot be wholeheartedly responsible for a relationship. You understand? So when you asking a grown-ass man about his children, number one, if you ask me about mine, if you said to me, how many children do you have? If you ask me, do you have children? Let me tell you what my response is. You fucking right, I got goddamn kids. I have been responsible for co-creating the most amazing energy that has ever blessed this fucking planet. Don't do me. Don't do me. I love my kids. I love my seeds. It is a man's responsibility to procreate, to leave his intellect and duty upon the earth. Now, if you ain't got no responsibility and you ain't got no duty, I can't speak to that. But for those who have responsibility and duty, it is their responsibility and duty to leave their mark upon this planet. So why you questioning me? Why you asking me about my children in such a judgmental format? At the bar, at the lounge, at dinner, wherever we are. You got kids? You fucking right I do. And I'm sure they're better than yours. I should feel that way at least. They're my children. If I don't feel like my children are better than yours, then who am I as a father? It's real G shit. It's real G shit. It really is. And you don't understand how G it is until you have a woman ask you about your ability to procreate. I'm 40 plus. You gonna ask me if I have children like I can't produce? Is that what the question was about? Because I can't produce?
You are so funny.
I'm funny?
You know it's not because of that.
It's not because of that?
They trying to dig in your life on another level.
They trying to dig?
Yeah, that's just a gateway. That's like people that are in sales. They know when you go out and meet somebody, you're supposed to ask the person, well, what do you do for a living?
Oh.
So they can talk about it. And in turn, they're going to ask you, well, what do you do?
Oh.
So then you can shoot your shot.
Oh. So I'm supposed to, when she asks, do I have children, I'm supposed to ask her.
Oh, she already know you're going to ask.
But, so she
already going to know.
Because she asked me, right?
Absolutely.
And only a mom would ask a guy if he has children?
Absolutely. Or somebody that doesn't want any.
Ooh.
Somebody that doesn't want any.
Ooh.
They don't want none of your problems.
Ooh.
And they don't want to have none
Ooh.
with you. So
Ooh.
they're going to ask you, you know.
Y'all see that?
Do you have kids?
Y'all see that? You see that? This is the power of male-female perspective. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. A lot of y'all competing against your mate. You shouldn't be competing. You should be... What's the word? What's the word when you put two things together? It's a C, though. It starts with a C. Huh? Complimenting. You see that? Complimenting. You should not be competing. You should be complimenting.
Absolutely.
We are a different species. Not a different race, not a different being. We're just different species. Mm-hmm. We look at things from a different perspective. That doesn't make it right or wrong. But why is it so important to you for you to know if he has children? This is what I want to know.
Some people are judgy.
They are judgy.
They're judgy. So they want to know. So the other judgy question after that is, okay, you got 3 children by 3 different baby moms.
Okay. What is that saying though?
It's not a good.
What is that saying? Because it could say I made a wrong choice with women, not necessarily that I ain't shit. Like I could have made a bad choice with women. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm literally going off of other women I know. I don't ask that because that's not important to me. But some women, it's important to them to know if you're spreading seed because they feel like, oh, he wanted them. He just knock you up and walk away type of dude.
I could feel that. So L says, I have kids and would rather date a man with kids, so that one of the reasons I would ask. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm a dad.
Relate.
Right, to relate.
Yeah.
I'm a dad. You understand? I'm a dad. I'm a whole dad. So if you got a child, we probably gonna be good friends. Unless the child don't fuck with me. unless I have, I ain't got no control over that. I ain't got no control. But
Yeah.
I'm a dad. You know what I mean? So
On a super positive note, it's your qualifications to deal with my kids. Are you qualified? 'Cause
Okay,
if you
I
don't
like
have
that.
any kids
Okay.
on your own, you probably don't know how to deal
That's
with
a
kids.
That's a great perspective.
You don't know how to deal with my kids because you don't even have any.
That's a great perspective. I've never heard that perspective.
That's the most positive.
That's
end
a
of it.
great perspective. That's a great perspective, babe.
And so it makes it totally legit.
That's a great perspective. I can rock with that. Can y'all rock with that? Y'all got that? Some people want to know a possible commitment level. But what that got to do with the moms though? Like what my baby mamas and my children got to do with my commitment level? That's what I want to know. I'm very interested to see this one. Cuz I really want to know that. What does me having children have to do with my commitment level? Cuz you understand, if you're going to be in a relationship, it takes more than one person to make it work. A lot of y'all don't believe that. A lot of y'all think a relationship is built upon one person and that person should carry the entire relationship. It's not the case.
That's horrible.
She said that's horrible.
That's horrible.
Some of y'all only here because I have a queen in my video. It's crazy. But it makes what I'm saying even more valid.
We need more lighting.
We need more light. But babe, the sun went down and we're outside. I don't know how we're gonna get more light. I don't know how we're gonna get more light, y'all. This is where
All about the lighting.
This is where we at. It's Magic Up TV, man. You get it how I live. You understand? I told you I live life in real life in front of you. And we talking about some real shit right now. I wanna know from y'all. If you are a woman, and at any point in your courting relationship, your dating life, at any point you asked a man about his children, I want to know why you did it. Tell me, why did you ask him about them children? That's what I want. I ain't dropping a drink. Are you kidding me? I'm not dropping a drink.
Don't drop the drink.
It's Patron.
Don't drop that. Don't drop that.
They see me. Look, y'all, these are real questions. These are real questions that I ask because it really does matter. Some of y'all might not think it does because you might not have asked someone these questions, but if you're in a dating perspective, this is the reality. This is what happens. From the first date. You got kids? Ma, did I ask you to have my child? Like, why are you asking me about my kids? On the first date. Is that gonna stop anything? Like,
yeah, we're talking about first date. We're talking about not even met yet, like on the app they asked.
On the app they asked this. Why are you asking me if I have children on an app? If he has children, he has an ex. Baby, everybody got an ex.
Everybody got an ex.
Everybody got an ex. If you worth fucking with, you got an ex. And if you don't have an ex, I don't want to fuck with you. Something wrong. If you ain't got no ex, something wrong. This is what we not understanding. Y'all looking at this from a different perspective. You're not looking at it from a good perspective. If a woman laid down and made a child with this man, at some point she trusted him. That means at some point he got trustability. That doesn't mean he's a bad guy. You got to take her into consideration too. And y'all don't do that. You don't take her into consideration. You only think about him. Do you have children? Yeah, I got kids. Oh, you ain't shit. You're not with them. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's talk about her for a second. Why she can't be not shit and I'm amazing and don't want to be with not shit people? Look at her getting the light right. Look at her getting the lighting right. Hey, no, girl, put the shade.
Brighter.
Oh my God.
Come sit. Have a seat over here.
She getting the light right, and I'm trying to shoot a video. It must be the appropriate time to ask. Wait, it must be the appropriate time to ask. When is the appropriate time to ask? And why are you asking him if he has children? This is what I want to know. Why are you doing it? Not how, but why? This is what I want to know. So if you've ever asked him, baby, that's bright as shit. That's bright as fuck. Like, I can't even see the video.
You can't?
No, I'm blind in the motherfucker. Hey, y'all.
Oh, no.
I can't see shit.
You can see.
She trying to help, but it's not working. She trying to help.
It
y'all.
must be an appropriate time to ask. Oh gosh, now you wanna? I can see though.
Let me tell you something. Get that light out my face. Let me tell you. Look,
No, it's
baby,
too dark.
no, get the light out my face. Hey, look, I'm gonna back up like this. I'm still going outside. She got the light pointing at me. I wish y'all could see this shit. This, look, wait. I'm gonna show it to you. Hold on. They can see you. Go ahead, boo. What you doing? What you doing? Look. See? That's what you call love right there. She trying to make sure I got the best lighting possible so I could be out here talking to you all right now. That's love right there. More Life said, I'm also in my 40s, and honestly, the question never comes up. We usually mention our kids in general convo. Absolutely. Because if you're over 40 years old and you don't have children, especially as a woman, first off, I don't want to fuck with you. If you 40 years old and you ain't got no kids and you're a woman, that might be a little harsh because some women can't have kids. So I get that part.
Yeah.
I get that part. So to those who can't have kids, I'm not talking to you. Not talking to you.
Some guys can't have kids.
Some guys can't have kids. And if I was a woman, I wouldn't want to be with that guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. If I wanted kids. But if I didn't want kids and he couldn't have kids, oh, he's the absolute perfect match.
Yes.
You're sterile? Sterile Gerald. Sterile Gerald is the best. He's the best. Sterile Gerald. And she's still holding the light. That's what I need y'all to understand. She's still holding the light. This is an amazing woman right here. Oh my God. I asked because if he has small children, that means it may be times he won't be connected with me. Mm-hmm. But hold on. Oh, this is good, Stephanie. Yeah. This is good. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, Stephanie. Hold on. I'm trying to get the whole. Okay, there we go. All right. Stephanie says, I asked because if he has small children, that means it may times he won't be able to connect with me, but I really don't ask no one those questions. I read all of that to hear you say that you don't ask anybody those questions.
We're going to talk about the asking and then hearing. I got a 1-year-old.
All right.
That's
all right.
That's a tricky one too.
All right.
How do you feel if she just got a 1-year-old?
I don't date a woman with a toddler. I would never date a woman with a toddler.
And why?
I would never date a woman with a toddler, ever.
Why?
And a toddler is 2. Like, 2 years old and under, I'm not dating you. Not at all. There ain't shit we could talk about, because you still in love.
We feel the same way.
You still trying to work that shit out.
We feel the
You
same
still
way.
trying to work that shit out. I'm not dealing with no toddler.
We feel the same way.
Stephanie say I can't do little babies. No, cause then I gotta be around the little bastard.
You know what?
Listen, no disrespect. No disrespect. But you gotta know what you're asking a man. If he's 3, 4, 5, that's different. If the child is 6 months, 1 year, A year and a half? Mm-hmm. Nah, man, you still in love with the daddy. No matter if he was a jump off or not. I don't care. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You still trying to get this nigga to do right. Stephanie said, I have 7 grandchildren. As you should. With your greatness. With your great ass. I'm sure you're over there just wonderful than a motherfucker. 7 grandchildren. Only amazing people have 7 grandchildren. The universe would not have trusted you to have 7 grandchildren if you weren't amazing. Congratulations. My dude, Chris. Oh boy, let me tell you something about this guy that just joined us. Christopher Keko. You know, I never knew how to say your last name, bro. That don't mean we ain't cool. I don't care. This guy right here didn't believe in shit when we first got together. And I don't say got together like some homo shit, but like got together like some real king shit. He didn't believe in nothing. Now look at him.
I need to know when it's time to get busy. I don't need no babies interrupting.
Stephanie, you a whole freak. You're a whole freak, Stephanie. Look at her holding the light for me. Look, this woman. Look at this woman. Look at this woman right here, holding the light.
Lighting is everything. It's everything.
I love her. Stephanie, listen. You talking about you don't do no babies. I don't do no babies neither. You do babies?
We don't do no babies.
How old is a baby though?
1 year old for me and younger. I can't date a man. I can't. No. I had somebody try to date me and their baby mom was pregnant, and that's a definitely no. Like,
if you trying to date and your baby mama pregnant, I'm gonna go ahead and call you an asshole. Just real quick. Just because she don't even know what's going on. She ain't had the baby yet. And you on that other shit. Light is everything. Look at Sheila.
That's right.
Light is everything.
I don't even care if he say that ain't even. I don't even know if that's really my baby. She be out here hoeing. I can't do it. That's even worse. Cause you
Magic Up TV in the building, y'all. You heard it first. I told y'all. Ain't nothing off. We can talk about anything. As she holding the light. This woman is holding the light for me. You all understand?
Somebody say, hell no. That's right. I can't do it.
I'm not dating a woman with a newborn. No way. You just had a newborn baby and you talking about dating? Let me tell you how it ain't nothing for us to talk about. Ain't nothing for us to talk. You ain't even, especially if this is your first. This is your first newborn baby. You don't even know the Daddy Shark song. Like, it ain't shit you know yet. I'm a whole dad. It ain't nothing for us to talk about. Nothing. You still emotionally connected.
But do you get offended when somebody asks you, though? Do you have kids? Like, do you really? Like, do you? For real, though?
I do get offended.
Oh,
I mean,
my
look
God.
at me. Look at me. You don't want to have kids by me?
Oh, my God.
I'm 42 years old. You gonna ask me if I have children? Do I look so hideous that you would not want to have children with me? So what make you think somebody didn't come before you and was like, ooh, shit, this nigga fine in the motherfucker. I'm gonna have kids by him. Fuck you. You don't think I'm good enough to have children? That's what I'm thinking. I'm feeling real judged.
No.
Huh? I'm feeling judged, man.
No. Just like we were looking for a nanny. You asked her how long she was a nanny. You know?
That's a profession.
Okay, but you're supposed to come in as my man. I need to know that you can handle my kids. Because you got kids.
But well, yeah, I understand that. I get that part.
And that's really the most positive and the most, that's the most genuine.
More Life said, I have 9 grandbabies and a 5-year-old daughter, so I prefer someone with children. You damn right. You gotta have you gotta have a daddy. If this motherfucker ain't never had kids, you got 9 grandbabies and a daughter? Ain't shit for y'all to talk about. He don't even know what the weather is. He don't even know what the weather is. They may want to have kids when they ask. Talking about the women?
Yeah.
Sheila, you talking about the women? Yeah, that's why they asking. They want that seed. They like, yo, listen, hold on. Wait a minute. It's a 22.
All right, so you got 8 already? You ain't gonna want another one because I'm gonna have your baby.
Ooh. That's when I ask, well, how many babies you got? You see? You got 4 kids. You are not having mine. You don't know how to manage energy. You don't know how to manage energy. Toya in the building. Oh my God. Chi Essence. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Right now, for anybody that's on this live right now, fuck my video. You need to go to www.chiessence. Wait, hold on. Is that? What do we name? What do we? Oh no. Shopchiessence.com. SHOPCHI Essence.
I can't.
You better know how to spell that shit. .com. Chiessence.com. Facts, no relatability.
All jokes aside, when a man asks me if I have children, I really get uncomfortable because the world that we live in, many men are predators and looking for prey. That's another one. Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Stephanie. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me think about that.
I mean, it depends on the person. Sometimes you do feel a little bit like, why are you so interested in my kids already?
Really?
Like, but not initially when they ask, like, do you have kids? But when you say you have a daughter or whatever, and they start to get, like, interested in the things she like, and they don't even know if they in love with you yet. Yeah, it's very weird.
How does that go?
I've had that happen.
How does that go? Like what? Like, give an example.
Like a guy asked me what's her favorite color and stuff like that
Before
because he
meeting
wanted to get her something. But I think that maybe he just was trying to impress me.
Be with you, right?
You know, but it
men
still
don't know.
Came off
like,
weird.
listen, especially if a man doesn't have a child, they don't know how to respond to you. They don't know how to relate to you. If a man doesn't have a child and you have a child and you're asking and like y'all having those he does not know how to relate. He doesn't. As a matter of fact, if a man is out in public and he's inquiring about children and he doesn't have any, he's a creep. I'm going to say it. Real talk. He's a creep. If he's asking about you, how old is it? How old? What's the name? Blah, blah, blah. And he don't have children, run.
Yeah, because
run.
Yeah, somebody with kids are not interested in other people's kids.
Somebody without children.
I mean, yeah, somebody without children. Sorry, somebody without children. They're not interested in other people's children.
Baby, you don't have to hold the light.
Yeah, my arm is getting a little tight.
You don't have to hold it.
Okay.
All right. I didn't ask her to hold this light. She decided to hold the light for me.
Strength.
More Life said, you can definitely tell if a dude is a real weirdo. How can you tell, More?
You can feel that.
How can you tell if he's a weirdo? I dated a guy and he kept wanting to meet my kids. I kept saying I don't introduce my kids to random people. Since he wouldn't let it go, I left him alone. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Now, I will say this. Some men are asking to meet your children to find out how postured you are. For a man who's out here dating women, a lot of women have children. If you're over the age of 25, you're over the age of 30, a lot of women have children. And if you're a man and you don't have children and you're dating single women or you're dating women, single moms or whatever, man, some of these single moms are fucked up in the head. Some of them are, and it's because of their children. Some of these kids ain't shit, yo. So some of these guys want to meet your kids to see how much fight do I really have to fuck with you? Because if your kids ain't got no goddamn discipline, if your kids ain't got no motherfucking posture or panache, me and you ain't gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. So I can understand that. I can. For a man who don't have children and he want to meet your children, he want to know For those who are not creeps,
Are they some badass?
are they some badass kids? Or do they got some sense? Because if you got some badass kids, I don't give a damn how great you are. I am not fucking with you. Period. Period. Your children can fuck your whole dating life up. They really can. That's why it's on you as a parent and as a guardian to be on your job, especially if you're trying to be in love. Because what I look like? What I look like bringing you to my house, introducing you to my child, and they questioning you about being an adult. So, where you work? So, what do you do? So, do you have children? If you don't get your little ass out this motherfucking girl, bye.
I introduced them to my oldest son first, yeah.
As you should. Because the oldest son is going to be protective. He's going to know. What's good, bruh? What's good, bruh? I was that dude with my mom. But I wasn't too overpowering or too overbearing where they couldn't get close. I wasn't a cock blocker. I was just an asshole blocker.
You can tell that by listening to the interactions of the mom kids. When you on the phone, am I
yelling all the time? Are they listening when I talk?
That's true. That's true.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, so basically, like, she's saying, like,
oh my
you don't
God.
necessarily have to meet them. You can hear my interaction with them. And you can tell if they're being disrespectful.
And not just that, but look at what she said. She said, you can tell by listening to the interactions of the moms / kids when you're on the phone. Am I yelling all the time? She not talking about the kids.
Right.
She talking about the moms. Like, am I yelling? And that's a great point, Queen. That's a great point. I don't fuck with no moms that ain't got no control of their goddamn kids. You don't have no control over your children? Baby, I can't fuck with you. Because they gonna come in between us. And you're gonna let them. And no matter what I'm doing, it ain't gonna be good enough. Your child will be the dictator of our relationship. Facts. I'm letting y'all know that. Facts. You can, and moms will never agree with this because their children are always the best. Moms, your kids are the best. They ain't got no fault in them. And you don't know it. You don't realize it. You don't even realize it.
Your phone's about to die.
My phone's about to die. Listen, be proud of your children. Discipline them. Steer them into being... Baby, I'm on a video and you sneezing. Like, respect. Jesus. Anyways, listen. If you have children, discipline, especially when you're dealing with a man, discipline is key. Because if he feels like you ain't got no discipline of your children, he not trying to come in to be the disciplinarian, even if he has discipline as a part of his core. I don't want to discipline your children. I'm not their daddy. I should not have to do that. I'm depending on you to do that. Set the tone. Allow me to be with you. Govern your children. I don't need them to be mine. But if at any point we fall in love, I will regard them as such. In light and in posture and in respect with whatever father's figure they got going on. Mm-hmm. You understand? We got to learn how to love the children. Learn how to love the women who have children who want to be loved. And know how to tell the difference between a woman who just trying to take advantage of a situation. Y'all saw that? She wiped my damn brow. She wiped my forehead.
So the conversation for anybody that's coming in was basically, how do you feel when somebody asks you, do you have kids? And so I feel like we touched on a really good positive thing. We touched on enough positive. So people don't feel like, what do you think? I'm 42. Don't I fucking look, you know? So some people.
Don't be doing me. Don't do me. Get the fuck out. Get out of here. Don't do me. You saw how she tried to do. Did you see how she tried to do me just now? Look. Don't do me. I'm badder than your 29-year-old across the street. Fuck you talking about. My drip is extensive. Huh? Talking about. That's why dads are so important. That is why dads are so important. That is why dads are so important. Shout out to the dads, man. Shout out to the dads. We coming up on Father's Day. Shout out to the dads. Real fathers getting it in. You know what I mean? Shout out to the real kings. Real men out there.
What are they saying? That's true. A man is coming in to be an asset to the happiness. Yeah.
Damn right. If he like you and you got kids, you got a great man. True shit. You don't understand how much it takes to deal with your children. You don't understand it because they're yours and you love them and they can't do no wrong. Elise, she talking about what you doing here? What you on here doing? Don't be asking me no questions.
What you on here doing?
That's Elise. That's authentic Elise. I want y'all to understand something. Laquita A. Humphrey. That is authentic Elise, an amazing client and student of mine, a great healer and woman of love. If any of you sisters out there dealing with some shit, you need somebody to talk to, that's a powerful sister right there. Laquita A. Humphrey, I call her Elise. Authentic Elise. Did I do it right? Did I do it right, Queen? Did I do it right? This is real life, man. And we got to learn how to live life in real life. We got to learn how to speak to the woes of life. We got to learn how to speak to the inadequacies of life. And as a man, I speak on all things. I don't hide from nothing. I speak on love. I speak on light. I speak on relationships. I speak on, femininity. I speak on masculinity. I speak on all those things. Because until we can respect one another for our differences, there's no healing. Until we can respect each other for our differences, there is no healing. I love you. Y'all my people. We all we got, especially now. We all we got. Share the video. I love y'all. Let's do better. Dating equals relationship. Relationship equals community. If we can't get this dating shit right, we can't get community right. And we gotta get community right. Let's get community right. I love y'all. You've been watching Magic Up TV. I am your host, 70 Alchemist. Peace, love, and light. Peace to man, woman, and child, all things that walk the earth. Peace to the kings. Peace to the queens. Peace to the children of the planet, man. I love y'all.